my name is Afroja Pagar. I'm from Gujarat in India, and currently I'm on a journey to improve communication as well as share my knowledge to guys. I mean, to my audience. Yes. And what about you?
Okay. It's my pleasure to introduce myself, ma'am. I'm basically from Bihar and my name is Ritik. And as far as my educational background is concerned, I'm graduate from Tilkamani Bharpur University, Bihar. And if you ask what do I do for living, so I run my offline institute in Delhi. And I also have a YouTube channel. The name of my YouTube channel is Mardarshan 808, where nowadays I'm also uploading some conversational videos. And if you talk about my hobbies, so my hobbies are listening to music, singing songs, reading books. And nowadays my new hobby is talking to a lovely person like you, ma'am. So this is pretty much about me.
Yes. Thank you, and it's really nice conversation with you. So, sir, really interesting since you are, I can say you are doing multitasking since as a teacher, your major subject is mathematics, but still you are that fluent in English that you can even teach and guide to others on spoken English. That's really amazing.
Yes, ma'am. And now I am still continue with this profession like teaching speaking English because, ma'am, I also learned a lot of things that I didn't know before teaching. I also learned a lot of vocabulary, a lot of pronunciation that I was mispronounced before teaching English language, before like geography. So this type of onion book, I learned a lot of pronunciation because ma'am, English is not our native language. We are able to speak English, but we have problem in terms of vocabulary and pronunciation because we don't know the exact pronunciation of any word. So if we speak English, that time we feel, oh, because when I make many videos, I also listen to my video. That time I realized, oh, I am speaking some words incorrectly, and I checked pronunciation. Then I thought, oh, I was also improving. So that's why I am still continue with this profession. I am still teaching spoken English.
Exactly. I also believe that speaking English or spoken English is basically our what we can say journey. It's not a destination that we have to reach. And generally, people thinks that in a period of 3 months, generally many institute offers, and sometimes we consider that at least of 1 year is enough. But I also believe that learning English is a journey, or any language. If you are a second language speaker, if you are a third language speaker, so it could be a journey for you that you will improve eventually. But yeah, you need to have consistent practice for that. Yes.
Yes, yes, definitely, ma'am. Because every spoken language had its own rules and regulations, its own way of speaking. Until you can't emotionally attach with the language, any language, so you can't speak that language in a proper way. So, and if you practice daily, or in terms of speaking, in terms of improve your communication skills, so you have to practice day by day. If you practice, means the more you speak, the more you improve day by day. Because I think you are also a teacher of English.
Yes. I'm also teaching English. I have started to teach English from last 1 year or something. And before that, I was in sales. So I have also gone through a little bit of multitasking, I can say. I've done many things, and but my journey of English has started in back in what I can say 2018 or something. So since then, I have been continuously improving day by day, a little by little. So I can feel that yeah, it is a journey.
Okay, means you are with this language for a very long time. Means you mentioned 2018 and it's 2014. Sorry, 2024. So it is about 6 years. It's a long period.
Yes.
So, ma'am, how is your journey about English language? So, how did you start this journey? Why did you
Sure.
choose to do English?
Okay, so how did I start it? So I was like very much passionate about English, learning English language. It's not about spoken English, I'm telling you, but learning English, I was much more passionate about it. And let me tell you an incident when I was in my fifth class. I still remember that I was inspired with a small girl. Maybe she was in third class and she was writing phonetics or something. So at that time, my English was nothing. I mean, I didn't know even phonetics. So I get inspired by her that if she is in a third standard and if she can write, so why I cannot? So since then, when I was in my fifth class, since then I had this fire in myself that I want to learn English. So you can say that for English, I had very much interest in my from early childhood, but later on as I completed my college, so then after I started to speak English with people. Like I was in a sales, so I had to communicate with people in English. So since then also I improved a lot through communication in
Okay.
English.
So have you ever done any spoken English institute or you learned communication by yourself?
Yes, so I have completely learned it by myself. And yeah, for what I can say, for I had joined one class, but I just did not continue that way because I knew that it's all about practicing. If you are able to find some people, if you are able to find some expert with whom you can learn, and especially if you are self-aware of your words, if you are a little bit of self-aware, so you can go after practice and you can achieve your goals in terms of speaking, I believe.
Yeah, definitely, ma'am. Because communication is all about your practice. The more you
Yeah.
practice, the more you improve. So, ma'am, I think you are from Gujarat, and as I know, the local language of Gujarat is Gujarati. So,
Yeah.
any except Gujarati, do you also speak any other regional language?
Yes, I speak in Hindi because sometimes officially we have to speak Hindi. So I speak Hindi also, apart from Gujarati and English.
Okay. So, what is the importance of English there in Gujarat? I might want to say the people of Gujarat how they take English as a subject or in terms of communication. Because I am from Bihar and I am from village. So in our area, there is no environment of speaking English. We learn English, but in terms of grammar, in terms of translation. But if you talk about the speaking, we are not much focused about the communication in English. So what is the condition of there? These people of Gujarat, they more focus on English or they also learn English.
Okay. So if I tell you about the thing that you are asking me and have got it, that here also people do not use English that much. Even if I tell you that for English medium school or English medium colleges, they are like using the concept in English. They are teaching I mean to say that they are teaching in English, but they are not properly communicating in English like we do. So even if we can say that those within English medium student, they are not even properly communicating in English. So how you can guess that how what will be the situation in rest of the colleges and rest of the Gujarat area. So it is very similar to as usual as in other state of India. Like I believe that except of Delhi and Mumbai, which are big city, in most of the states, people are speaking in their what I can say regional language only, and so it is in Gujarat. So basically, yeah, there will be some people like us who are actively working on the communication and who are actively interested in the field. So there will be people we can find them, but the thing is that we are not using it in our day-to-day communication. Yes.
Yes, definitely. What I also observe uh, in Delhi, there are also so many spoken English institute. They also join spoken English institute to learn English. But from last 2 to 3 years, in private school, the teacher also communicate with their students in English, because many parents comes to me, they told me, when I go there for the parent teachers meeting, teachers speak with us in English, and that time we are very nervous. We are not able to communicate with the teacher because they speak in English. So that's why their parents told me, sir, uh, please teach our child English in a good way. So that time I was not so much good at English, but I think my children must be fluent in English. We people from Bihar and Jharkhand mostly prefer to do government jobs, but as I think the people of Gujarat, they mostly focus on doing business. So what is the reason?
Okay, what is the reason? So as you can see, like most of many people, like if we talk about Dhirubhai Ambani or many other business person, many other business tycoon, they have come up in Gujarat. So they have been from Gujarat, I would say. So maybe because of that, people, I mean, rest of the people have been inspired so much that they are interested in doing something for themselves. I personally feel that. I don't know the proper reason about that, but this is something that I think why that happens. And this thing is very common among many other state people. They think that Gujarati are mostly focused on business, and yeah, they do. But that's true also. That happens.
Yeah, because there are so many big companies, big factories are there, like in Surat, famous for I think clothes, because many people from our state go there for doing jobs. They work there, and not only Dhirubhai Ambani and Mukesh Ambani, and the Prime Minister of our country, okay,
Yes.
our respected Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, also from Gujarat.
Right. Right. That's these are the people who are actually the inspiration of Gujarat, and that that sparks what we can say, sparks a fire of motivation in us. Yeah, like Narendra Modi sir,
Yes,
like Ratan Tata sir. There are a lot of people, yes, who have built
yes, definitely.
in Gujarat.
So, ma'am, tell me what are the best places, best historical places of Gujarat? If any person want to visit Gujarat, so where they should visit in Gujarat?
Okay, so there are like historical places also, and I can say there are some industrial places also. Basically, I'm aware of some of the industrial places because I have been through in that. So I would like to share. I mean, like it is basically individual experience if they prefer to go for with family or with for business purpose. So there are
I
many
think there is a
different.
temple of Somnath temple there, very famous
Sorry.
temple, Somnath temple. I think there in Gujarat.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is very famous in here.
Somnath temple, and there is a national park. I read in GK book, Gir National Park
Gir,
in
yes, it
Gujarat.
is close to Ahmedabad. Yeah, and Ahmedabad is like biggest city, or we can say center of Gujarat, attraction of Gujarat, where you must
Yeah,
visit.
Ahmedabad is known as the Manchester of India.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so tell me the most famous dishes of Gujarat. Some I know, I think jalebi fafda and methi pak that I heard in a movie.
Yes,
That's right.
you're absolutely right. Like jalebi fafla is quite much famous because of Jetalal scene also. Because everybody knows about Jetalal and he generally eat jalebi fafla or something, so it's quite famous. But apart from that, here also we take what I can say fafdi gatia, which is also quite famous. That we take
The
in
dhokla
morning,
also, man.
fafdi gatia.
Dhokla also famous, I think.
Yeah, dhokla is also famous. So, there are variety of places.
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
So, uh, do, what do you think, ma'am? The culture of Gujarat, how is different from the culture of our country? It is the same that we follow in Gujarat, or it is something different from the other states? What do you think?
I think there
So,
are.
why did I ask? Because sometimes I see the people of Gujarat in Delhi. I mostly of their dress sense is different from the other people. Especially if you talk about the any people person and their style of wearing sarees is different from the, if you talk about the female from the Bihar, female from the of the UP and other state. So that's why I'm asking.
Yeah. I get your question, and it is quite interesting question. Let me tell you how it is different. So basically, Gujarat is different in terms of first of all language. It also differs from other state in terms of clothing and in terms of celebrating festival is also different. Like if you might have heard of Garba, which is really very famous in Gujarat, especially in ladies. Yeah, they are much more attracted to this is a kind of dance for those people who don't know. So these are the tradition that has been followed in Gujarat mostly. Yeah, so dishes, clothing, what we can say, language, festival. There are many differentiators are there.
Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Okay.
Yes, sure. So I would like to know a little bit about Delhi if anybody wants to visit and yeah, what is there that we should visit the most?
Okay. In Delhi, there are so many historical places. If anyone wants to visit there, like Lotus Temple, Akshardham Temple, Iskon Temple, Humayun Tomb, India Gate, okay, Red Fort. There are so many places. Humayun Tomb. There are so many historical places. If any person wants to visit there, and in February there is a Mughal Garden that is only opens in February. So there are so many places. Most of the people from other country also came here and they enjoy there. And there are so many places.
Right. It is, we can say, a center of India for visitors, for tourists, I think.
Delhi is also known as the heart of India. Center also heart of India.
Yes.
That's why it is said that Delhi is for Dilwalon ki.
Yeah. That dialogue is also, slogan is also famous.
Yeah. And in Delhi, ma'am, it is the capital of India. So people from all the states, okay, came here for the job purpose, okay, and for the other activities. They live there, they live there here together because in Delhi we see all the people from all the states are available here in Delhi.
Right.
Yeah. And whenever I talk those person who are all now has settled in Delhi. I told him or her, so where are you basically from? So sometimes he or she told me, sir, our father or our grandfather was from UP, from Haryana, from Bihar, from Gujarat. But I was born in Delhi. But if I talk about my ancestors, they are from the other states. So in Delhi, what I observed, they are most of the people are from the outsiders, but they came before like 25 years, 30 years ago. They have settled here and now their child are living and they understand him. I am from Delhi, but 75% people of Delhi are from the different states. What I observe in Delhi.
Hmm. Yes, that's true. Because yeah, I have also observed that.
It was nice conversation with you, ma'am, and thank you very much for your precious time. Okay,
Thank you. Yes.
okay, ma'am. So bye bye.